Well, we meet again. Hello and welcome to Kong Builders. My name is Viktor Gamov, and before I just jump right in, immediately, write down in the comments if you can hear me well, if you can see me well, and write down in the comments where you're coming from. I will check because I'm using some of the new hardware, so I'm constantly improving my setup, and what could go wrong with a new setup, with new things that you play around, and just let's go with Livestream and see how this will work. So that's why I need a little bit more of your attention. So make some noise, make some noise in the comments. Meanwhile, it's I'm excited. I'm super excited. Today I'm super excited because this is gonna be month of Linux on desktop. I'm just kidding. It's gonna be month of live streams and hackathons, um, and we're gonna be doing a lot of cool things. Okay, so I got some confirmation. Cool. The Benny is coming from the Germany, and looks good. We have my colleague from Twitch. Yes, Cat checking from Twitch, and Elaine from Denver, Colorado also sees as well. Fantastic. All works. I really love when everything works. Anyway, so what I was trying to say. Yeah, I'm super excited, super pumped. Even though I didn't even had my first glass of an energy drink. Also, write down in the comments what you're drinking. Usually, I drink water or coffee or energy drinks. Some of the energy drinks without sugar. Anyway, so yeah, excited. So live streams. We're getting back like very regular cadence. So in next month, every Wednesday, same time, we're gonna be going live, and we're gonna be talking about very exciting thing for me, and very cool thing that I hope you also will be excited to learn about. And this is where I'm gonna go with my share screen. And as you may know, it's also September, end of September. We're gonna be celebrating fifth annual user conference, Kong Summit. I'm excited, and this new thing potentially have this like audio effects. I don't want to use them today, but next time, like next Wednesday, we're gonna be meeting. I promise you, you will see all the power of the thing. So it will be super excited. So Kong Summit now, and the Kong Summit, it is exciting event. I will be speaking there. My colleagues will be speaking there. Some of our community members will be speaking there. Kong champions will be speaking there. We will have a panel about women in API. So it's going to be a pretty cool event, and I'm super excited about this now. But I'm also excited to announce some of the things that I already did on YouTube. If you follow our YouTube channel, which you should, our YouTube channel is the youtube.com/Kong Inc. And you can subscribe and enable those notifications. So hopefully you will. And I did some announcement about things that we're gonna be doing during the Kong Summit or before Kong Summit. So hackathons. So idea of the hackathons, like it you or you don't like those. I like hackathons. Hackathons allow me to personally allow me to focus on certain things, because usually hackathons are time boxed, and there is a time where we start working on something. We're very much focusing on this something, and after that we need to present our results. Basically, that's what I do every it's gonna be doing. I also will do in hackathon, like with you. I'm not gonna be submitting my things, but I will be there with you and my colleagues, with DevRel team and developer marketing team. Will be with you all this time, helping you with the hackathon. So what's a hackathon? What's the format? That's gonna be very simple. Since we're still in the post-pandemic situation, not many people feel comfortable to travel. Not many people feel comfortable to be around the people. We think, okay, so this time, hopefully for the last time, we're doing this a virtual hackathon, so you can work from wherever you are, and you will be working on your own time. Just find the time where you're comfortable and working, but it is also time boxed. September 27, it's going to be end date, and September 1st, tomorrow. So if you go to this webpage, you can leave your email today, and we will notify you when the official submission page will be ready, so you will be able to submit. And what you can do from September 1st until September 27, you build stuff. You can build something that you didn't have time otherwise to build. You can learn something. You can learn some of the. I personally was super excited about Hackathon because it's an opportunity for me to learn some stuff as well. It's an opportunity for me to learn some of the Kong stuff, and also I will be presenting some of this to you. So that's why every week, starting from today until next Wednesday and the Wednesday after, we will have 4 Kong Builder streams where you can bring your ideas, you can bring your questions, you can bring whatever you want, and I will try to show you something, and even better, maybe I will be able to bring some engineers who are working on some stuff, and they will be we're going to be looking deeper into some of the things. So let me see what our comments are happening. So important thing, yeah, this is the important thing. Everyone who will submit their work, and this work will be approved, so it will be something significant. It cannot be just I don't know, I did the PR to documentation, even though PR to documentation is a fantastic way how you can start contributing things, or like I fixed the typo. But we really want you to get one of those cool t-shirts to commemorate, so you'll remember this hackathon or somehow. Now, for those of you who are really serious about this stuff, and they can win some prizes. So we're gonna be doing the 4 prizes we're not doing categories this year because we don't want to limit ourselves and we don't want to limit your imagination. So but we're gonna be picking up like 4 top contributors, and the top overall contributor will be able to get the trophy and $500 card. And if some of the things that you will be able to submit until September 20th, and some of those things would be really cool and approved, and if you have ability to travel, you will be able to come to hang out with us in San Francisco. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty awesome. So you just start doing some stuff, and build some of the things with the Kong. Now, what we're going to be doing is before that, it's called Kong Builders. We're building some stuff, and we're going to be building something today. So I was thinking what we can build. One of the examples that I want to show you how you can start, or how you can get your hands dirty, is let's build a plugin. Let's build a plugin for Kong. So I was thinking, I was having this idea to bring in some of the engineers to talk about different flavors of the from the APIs. And if I go to this one, like plugin development reference, and we're gonna be talking about plugins developed in other languages. Now, I really want to learn language called Lua, that is a standard language of writing plugins for Kong, and I will use this opportunity to learn Lua and learn Lua PDK. However, I already more or less familiar with other languages. Like I'm familiar with Java. I'm familiar more on JVM languages. However, Go language also looks like a cool thing to learn. So I'll show you how you can build your first plugin with Go, how you can test this, and how you can enable this one. So that's where we're going to spend some time today. So before all these announcements and all this type of jazz. So let me answer some of the questions. So there are some questions about the pricing. Dear bro Nifty. So the questions about the pricing is better to ask the people who are trained to answer those questions. I feel dirty talking about money, so I cannot help answering these questions, unfortunately. However, you can write email to sales@kong.com and ask all your questions, and you will get all responses that you want. Cool. Let me see if I will be able to. It's a good opportunity for me to fix this UI, so all the questions will appear here. So in this stream, I will not be able to answer the questions about pricing, about licensing, and all this stuff. I will be able to get you, I don't know, trial. Like if you would be interested for building something and you think you need enterprise license, please let me know. My DM in Twitter is open. My Twitter, where's my Twitter? Do I have this? Can we show this? Yeah. So my Twitter is down below. You can press the pause so you can find my Twitter. And don't forget to where's this nice button? Don't forget to subscribe. All right. So now let's get to work. So let's get to work and. We're going to be starting with the PDK. So what is the plugin? So essentially, there are some things that Kong can do. There are some things that Kong cannot do, or some things that Kong potentially can do. This is where Kong cannot do somewhere in order of impossible things. So you need to go and hacking around. But there's some things that Kong cannot do for the reason that no one thought that would be a good idea, or no one thought that would be something that many people will use, or for that matter, if we're talking about some enterprise stuff, some people will be able to even pay. And this is where your use case can come into play. And with your use case, you will be able to build something that makes sense. We can build. I will show you just the idea where we can start, and after that, you can go from this. So how you can start? This is very. I'm not saying this is very simple, and I'm not saying this is like very straightforward. But even programmer, I am average. I'm not 10x. I am maybe 5x, maybe 6x. I'm not 10x definitely, but I was able to figure out this thing. In a couple hours, looking for examples. And also for me, it's also opportunity to improve documentation and stuff that I learned during this process with you. You will be building stuff, I will be building stuff, and I will be improving documentation. That's going to be my contribution back to Kong. Now, so we're gonna start this Go plugin. So we're gonna be using this Go PDK. It is a GitHub project. You can go there and just get the things. And this is our module that we will get started. So if I will go to my terminal, and I'll just do cd Kong builders. Go plugin. All right. There's nothing there. I'll just do go get. Okay, so we're gonna do this something start like go init. How we can start the Go project. So again, not the Go expert. We can start with something to initialize project. Go mod. Okay, Kong Go plugin. Let's do this one. And it's created for us module, and after that I can do go and now add PDK. Okay, perfect. So start IntelliJ. Yes, trust projects here. Trust project. I will bring the idea from another window in a second. So people, let's do something with this. So what we are gonna be building. Okay. So we need to do pump up the fonts a little bit, so you will see this very clear. So we're gonna be size 32. Sounds about right. Something cool. All right. Now, we need to have two things. Where's documentation? So we have this PDK, and we're going into developing Go plugins. So previously, before Kong 2.3, as far as I remember, Go plugin was running as a separate process with plugin server, and the Go server will be interacting with Go core using the Unix sockets or whatnot. So this significantly changed. So make sure every time you look into PDK for current version, make sure that you're using latest version, because if you will Google something and you will find some of the references to this PDK, you might find, or examples some other people built, you might find the old version that is deprecated as of 2.8. We're going to be current version 2.8, and will be removed in the version 3.0, which is going to be, don't tell anyone that I told you, but there's a high chance that it's going to be a big announcement during Kong Summit. So don't tell anyone. Anyway, so yes, we're going to start with the development. Define a structure that hold configuration, create new function to create instance of the structure, add methods to handle phases, and include Go PDK server to sublibrary, and add main function. So let's start with something. Let's do this now. File go plug dot go. Not gonna be super. Inventive and super creative with this configuration. As far as I remember, I was reading this. It should be in the package main. So let's go and create this. Now type config, and it is going to be our struct. And I'm not gonna go like very crazy here with these configurations, because for example here you can even include some JSON stuff for your configuration for your schemas. I'm gonna do something like so everyone doing simple plugin that it either will modify request and response. We're going to modify response. We will add some headers there, and some of the things that I was thinking to do, but we're going to be returning to this one. Like maybe next time we will do something something interesting. But for this one, let's say it's gonna be and type of boolean. So I just want to say in configuration if attach header would be there. So every time when the request comes in, we will check the configuration. If we're gonna say yeah, we can attach something to this plugin, then we will be able to um, uh, execute logic. Now, what it says, we have a structure. We define now. We need to define a new constructor to get this configuration. So in this case, I'll just do function. It's called new, and it's gonna be interface. It's gonna be return a pointer to configuration. That's that. We get this done. Now we need to define main function. So when this will be executed, it will be running this built-in server. So function main. Function main that will include what they say server start server server start server. We're gonna do call our new and version string and priority string. So we can have the two constants here. So what I can do, what it says. No, let's do this something like, can we do this? Create variable, create constant. And it's gonna be version 0.1. It's good enough to ship this into production. And type inference is gonna be string. And so we can define a priority when the plugin will be executed. With new upcoming version of Kong, we will be able to dynamically this change. And yep, let's say priority 1 just by default. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's your plugin. Let's see if we can just it's called make file to build this. What we can do, I have a command. It's called build. So we're gonna building this guy and output to the bin directory. So when I do this, let's see. Default and build. Oops. Build plugin, something like this, and I'll just do make. Okay, so what doesn't go some entry module pack. Okay, so what is imported? Server at GitHub server. I thought this would be created automatically. Okay, sum. Do we have a sum? Yes, we have this and we have this. Kong PDK server missing some entry for module, but go get PDK server. Let's see. Here we go. Now, here's the interesting thing. So we build this. Let's build infrastructure first, and after that we'll talk about what is going on here. So here's the interesting thing. I'm running this on my my computer, which is Apple Silicon M1. Not to brag, but most likely this binary needs to be executed in an environment which would be not the same environment as mine. Plus, when I do this build, as a matter of fact, let me show you something. So if I go to bin, and I will just do go plug and just do dump. I'll just do GQ. So what it does, and even let me do this without anything. So I'll just do -L. So since we inherited this plugin server information, there's a bunch of things that you already have out of the box here, and this is convention because these commands will be executed by Kong in order to communicate to this plugin, and when I run this dump command, it will be basically printing the schema of configuration of my system. So this is how Kong would know about structure of configuration, how to configure this one. And they will be talking through this, the socket, Unix socket communication. So the Kong will be sending the commands to this guy. That's basically. But this particular binary was built for Mac OS because I run this Go build. It's a native image, in the native file. Now, the Go allows me to build this for the platforms that is not. For example, I can build on Mac, but build this for Linux. So with this, I can do something like Go OS. So in this case, the binary will be produced for Linux. So if I run this, where's my make? Oops. So I won't be able, if I run this bin go plug, I won't be able to execute this because now this binary in the Linux format, this is what I need in order to run this plugin. I'm not gonna run this in my computer with my Kong because I like Docker and I prefer run all these workloads inside the Docker. In future, maybe even integrate with tools, some test containers or whatnot. And if I would say, so the way how it would work, I build a plugin. This binary will be attached as a configuration that I will attach to whatever image of Kong I will be using, and I will specify the plugin path and extending this plugin path for Kong in order for Kong to execute this configuration. So for this, I already have prepared one of the things that make things a little bit easier for us. And I will explain what we're going to be doing here. So start with Docker compose YAML. And with this Docker compose, we will have a couple things. So it will include service, that will include Kong. I'm using the version of open source Kong because my plugin will be working with open source and enterprise. I'll show you how we can use this with enterprise as well. Also, I'm using the open source version because open source version has ARM build and it's faster than executing Kong in virtualization in my Mac. It's my personal, my personal hell in the world of dealing with this type of jazz. But hey, I got to learn some of the things hard way. Now, we're going to be using container Kong. Now, database off. We're not going to be using any database here. It's going to be dbless mode. So that's why we need to specify a declarative configuration. So in order my plugin to work, I will have this declarative configuration con just a file, just config. By convention, let's call it Kong YAML. So what it will have a service that points to mockbean, and this mockbean will be serving requests. And I also will have my plugin here. This is the name of my plugin. Very, very creative name of the plugin. And this is where I'm configuring this. This is where I'm putting. This is my configuration. Remember the thing that we configured here. And for now, let's just do, yeah, that's it. Now the infrastructure. So we're gonna be doing a Kong config. Now this is the standard things that I want to make sure that I will have an output of this. We'll have an admin interface, listen, debug level. Now, this is important. So this is where we can look into documentation, why it is important. So when we're configuring this plugin, so we need to put this into configuration, and it can be through environment variables or through the Kong configuration. So for each plugin, we need to provide those small things. So we're going to be saying the name of the plugin. I can use bundled plugins, but I don't need those, and I'm not including those, so they will not be started. So Kong plugins is going to be Go plug. So this is going to be my plugin, and I need to replace this Go with Go plug. And two important things here is the command to start, which is going to be executing this binary and creating this TCP server connection. And there's a query command that say this this dash dump. It will throw the configuration so the Kong knows how to apply configuration of the plugin that I'm requesting in a config, and how to interact this with the plugin, and they will be talking to each other through this socket. Now that's what we did. The Kong start, blah blah blah. We're exposing things, and we are adding two things here. One thing is that we actually I couldn't. Let's do this one. We can still have a config, and my Kong.yaml will change. Kong YAML. So, and also I'll take the contents of this folder and attach this to userlib folder called Go plugins, where I will be using these Go plugins and all these type of things. Okay. So let's see if this works. Again, I'm running another thing that I probably need to do. Probably it's okay. And probably this will work if I just do Go Arch architecture and say there's going to be ARM 64. So let me show you. Where's so this command that I have in my history that will post the images that have an ARM64 architecture. So in this particular case, this Kong has a ARM architecture image. Since I'm not specifying anything specific here, in here, by default it will be using the ARM image from Kong. I think it's going to be good enough for now. Okay, so let's see if I will just do build this again. So now it will build this with the ARM64 architecture. When the images will start, they will be running on my ARM instances. If you're running this in x86 instances, you will be able to build this for something, I don't know. like AMD 64. Oh, actually, you will be able to see what you can do. Go to distribution list. So basically, that's the list. All of the platforms that you will be able to build your binaries. Which is actually pretty cool. I can build Windows binaries on my computer here in Mac OS. I think it's pretty dope. Now, the where we are. So we build this with ARM64. Let's do this one more time. Just make sure that. Now the Docker Compose up, and let's see how this will work. Let's see. Starting Go plug. So this is where Kong talking to this plugin starting and listening for the socket. So it means that we have a liftoff. We have a liftoff. Our infrastructure for the plugin is ready. Kong is running. This plugin is running. Let's see. Where is it? Let me see if I will be able to show you something. There should be something. Yeah. So list alt. No. Where's the plugins? The get. I forgot. Where's the? Can I do plugins? Admin base URL 8088. Let's see if I can. It's not a post. I want to get. I run this get requests, and looks like my plugin is successfully attached. That's the name of the plugin. So works. So next thing is that we're gonna be doing is adding some logic here. So let's take a look what documentation says. In terms of the things that we were talking. Start server, blah, blah, blah. Now, the add methods on the structure to handle phases. So Kong requests have phases, and we can attach to different phases where we can find this information. Phases implement custom logic as follows, and expected function signature will be the same as all of them. Certificate, rewrite, access, response, pre-read, log. So when we in majority stuff that we will dealing with it's going to be access when we kind of like touching a upstream service. With this so what I will be doing is we need to create new function. Function that we will pass a config, and name is going to be access because we're dealing with access phase, and we're going to be passing here the pointer to PDK. We'll call it Kong PDK. Oops. And it's going to be pointer. Now, let's see if we will be able to get a request, get a header. Before we're doing this, let's see if we can do anything. Hello world, as always. No, we actually can do that. So let's do user agent, and we're gonna do user agent. So the because it's a string. Now we're gonna be using got request from string, and we say it's gonna be user agent, and error. Well, I mean YOLO. Cool. So that we should do. Okay. Now let's stop it. Stopping Kong. Let's see. Build a plugin and restart the Kong. Now let's see where's the insomnia, if we can get anything interesting here. Now the configuration is here. We saw this. Okay. Now we didn't do anything. However, we already sitting here and attach phase. And remember, our configuration says that for the service that we have, as a matter of fact, let's see, get services. Where's these services? Plugins. I don't have it. Nah, this can be. Anyway, so let's see. List of all available endpoints. Plugins. Do I have it mine? My endpoint should be something like, okay, let's close it. New HTTP request. Let's do this proxy base URL. So if I will call the proxy base URL, so what it will do, it will send requests to mockbean, and all sorts of stuff will gonna happen here. But what we are interested here, we are interested in the got request from Insomnia. So Insomnia created this user agent, and now we're getting response from our Go plugin. So from our plugin, so plugin works. So it attaches to to our service, and looks like it works. Now, if I would do something like, for example, header, let's do modify and just call it Kong builders. And today is gonna be what, 8/31/2022, and we'll send the request in our log file. That's gonna be, yep, that's our Kong builders user agent. Okay. Now, and let's do this next thing. So, if we have a configuration says, if c config, my keyboard is not communicating with me correctly today. So, contains user agent. Oops. Okay. If we're sending this request from someone that contains Kong builders, we're gonna do something like Kong response set header. Let's call it X Kong builders, and we'll put this, I don't know. So yeah, the Kong Summit is gonna be taming your has a jungle theme. See this jungle and where innovation runs wild. Ooh, so jungle. So in this case, welcome to the jungle. Let's see if we will be able to do Palm. If we will be able to also include a emoji. Now, so in this case, if user agent will have a Kong builders, and we will attach Kong builders. We will attach Kong builders header here. Let's see if this works. Okay, so my this thing is ready for test. I just sent. Let's see, got requests. Let's see if we have headers. Boom, boom, boom. And I think this is winning. This is winning. If you agree, write down in the comments. This is winning. We just build your Go plugin, and it does something. It modifies your request, and rest is basically history, not the history. It's all about your imagination. So now next thing is just you just go and crushing it and building something, and after that share with us. We will be posting all these links and some of the cool documentation bits. I would definitely post the source code of this into there is a portal. There's a GitHub repo called demo scene, and there's a special folder called Kong builders. This is where you can find all the demos, and there will be something like 08/31 2022. You will find the source code of this plugin. Again, check this out, our YouTube channel. I will be interviewing more and more speakers of Kong Summit. They're coming there. Do not forget check the website today. Just go there and just put this. Let's do up, and I'll just get updates. So you should do the same. You should do the same. Get updates. You will get the link to the submission form. You start hacking. You start building your stuff, and I just cannot wait to see what you guys will build. Important note. Once again, I'm asking for your support. Once again, I'm asking for go here, enable notifications. Next stream is gonna happen next Wednesday. Mark your calendar. Bring your ideas. Bring your questions. Next is gonna be September or something. We're gonna be talking about some automations. Probably Kat will be here and talking about service mesh and GitOps. I will be talking about some Kubernetes stuff as well. Go learn about this. Learn, start building, and I'm super excited for Kong Summit. I'm super excited to see everyone in San Francisco, and so you know the drill. With this, my name is Viktor Gamov, and as always, have a nice day. I will see you in the next week, in the next one, in the Kong Builders. Take care.